What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gregway. Usually our Kind of Funny membership exclusive show you could get each and every weekday on patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunny games, Apple or Spotify with your Kind of Funny membership alongside ad-free programming for all of our other shows. But today we thought we would put this one out there for everyone. Isn't that right? Forbes 30 under 30, a.k.a. second best baby loser in San Francisco, a.k.a. the in-review one, Tim Geddes.
That is correct, Greg. And also, Gregway's normally just you or just one of us when you're out here.
Often, yeah.
So it being the two of us, kind of a nice little switch up. I like it. But yeah,
well, it's because we got big news.
Big news.
Big news, big business. We have sold the company to Russ Frushtick. No, that's not right at all. That's not right at all. Tim, what's happening with Russ?
We are partnering with Russ Frushtick, co-founder of Polygon.com.
That's right.
Big deal in the video game industry. You know him from the Besties, and if you don't, you should check it out. Besties are awesome.
Of course.
But we are partnering with him to help us grow our business. We're 10 years into Kind of Funny, and, you know, for the longest time, you and I have been our sales team. You and I are the ones going out trying to get bigger, more fun things sponsored and come up with more opportunities for us to host panels or for us to go places and do different type of events, throw meet and greets places, like all of the different things that you've seen Kind of Funny do for 10 years now. But it's been us trying our best to do all of that stuff.
And while that sounds like maybe it should be easy, then we make it easier than we make it look. Remember, of course, Tim and I also host shows and then organize a team and then have to play the games and then have to watch the movies and then have to deal with other people and then have to be on the meetings for the sponsorships, for the calls, for the thing. And you can see why we've done the best we can.
The best we can. And we've done a lot. You know, I'm very proud of what we've done. But I would say about 5 years into this company, maybe even sooner than that, but I would say about 5 years in, we started having real conversations of like, oh man, we're not just a couple dudes with a camera in front of us talking about games. It's like, oh, there's a business here.
100%.
And we, you know, put on our big boy clothes as much as we can and like try to make that a reality and live up to that. And I think that there was a threshold where it's like, oh wait, I need help. We need help.
Yeah.
If there was one role of a person that would fix so many problems that Kind of Funny actually has, what would it be? And I pitched you and Nick on my dream would just be somebody that can just sell what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because the stuff we're doing is so good and 100%. We care about it so much. We just need someone to dedicate the time to being able and having the connections to take what we have and to show it to people and go, look at this cool thing. Do you want to be a part of this cool thing? And that role is so much harder to find than you would imagine.
Yeah. And I think, you know, an interesting thing is that we're talking about maybe something that might be above your pay grade. You don't understand exactly what we're saying. We're talking about sponsored context. We're talking about when we do SGF and Game Awards, the bug on the screen, the thing in the back, what we've seen with Xreel before, and a bunch of other companies who've been great to us, right? That stuff usually happens, and I think you even remember a couple years ago for Vampire Survivors when I said we had a big SGF sponsorship and it fell through. Could anybody help? And Vampire Survivors, Punkle came and helped us out. We aren't proactive about that. For the last 10 years, we've been reactive to that. People come to us and go, hey, we'd love to be a part of this. Or, hey, do you want to host a panel? Or whatever it is. We're not going to them. And
if we do, it's in a very Tim and Greg way of just like, hey,
we have an open. Next week's going to be big for content. Do you want to sponsor it? And they go, well, no, our budgets have been locked for 3 to 6 months. Like, we don't talk that business talk in that way. And so bringing in Russ to do that with us, partnering with Russ to do that, solves that in an adult sense of someone out there doing that.
Yes.
But is then Russ the 12th member of Kind of Funny?
No. And I think that's what makes this most interesting. And that is also the part to me that is the most important part of the equation of 5 years ago. Why didn't we just hire somebody to do this stuff? Yeah. It's like we needed the right person that understood our content, actually cares about not selling out in the good ways, not selling out in the bad ways. That's an incredibly important piece of this. Of, are you a good person? You know, are you going to? Yes, you are, Greg. Yes, you are. And that's the thing is like, do you understand the kind of ethos of Kind of Funny and what we stand for and all of that stuff? And on top of that, partnering it with the content that we make, but bigger picture, it's understanding that like we can't just pay an insane amount of money to a sales guy because we have an entire team that we are responsible for.
Yeah.
And that weighs on us. That is
course.
something where we are just like, we cannot be bringing
Don't fucking
on
touch that, Coach.
another employee that we need to figure out and be concerned about. Because every single time we bring someone on, all of a sudden, that's our lives.
Yeah.
That is somebody that we are, a new human plus family that we are responsible for taking care of.
You're back to that 19 heartbeats I always talk about, right? We're 11 people, but we're 19 heartbeats directly tied to Kinda Funny and what's going on here.
And we are in a very unique situation where Russ has lived a incredibly cool life and done many professional things that have got him to a point that he can partner with us in a way that he doesn't need to work for us. He gets to work with us. And we've figured out a solution to all that, that he is not a Kinda Funny employee, but he will be representing Kinda Funny. And a lot of this is very similar to how we already work with The Roost, the company that sells our podcast ads. And we've been doing with them since 2016.
I mean, I would go to the people we freelance with already. Like, I mean, you could go to Paris Lilly, you could go to Gary Whitty, you go to Cameron Kennedy, right? There's plenty of people we bring in to do a specific job, but aren't Kinda Funny.
Yeah, so that's we're saying all this, and I know that even this entire episode is kind of like, what are you guys saying? It's just we want to be transparent with the audience.
course.
We were putting this out there to try to answer the questions that you have, and just to make it clear that like we're partnering with Russ, and he is going to represent Kinda Funny. He is not a full-time employee of Kinda Funny. It's semantics,
Of
but
course.
it matters for us to tell you that because that's the reality.
Well, I like that you're stepping in and trying to justify the video and the podcast they're listening to, but I mean, the big part and big thing for me about it is how proud we are of this moment for us. Again, it's 10 years of Kinda Funny, and that has been figuring out and falling down and getting back up and walking to crawling to walking again to running to figure out how to be a real business. And this is a real business move of we do want somebody out there trying to get the ad deals you see on an IGN, a GameSpot, a whoever, you know what I mean, in a way that we haven't been able to do before. And so I think that's a big question, obviously, you probably have as we talk about all this, we talk about big business, we talk about that. What's changing for you? Absolutely nothing. It's, if anything, it'll be more support for us to support our team to do bigger and better things.
Yeah.
This isn't that I mean, first off, if you read a lot of message boards, we sold out a long time ago. So this isn't an idea that like suddenly we're all wearing jackets with patches on it like in the hit movie Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. In review, watch it right now. It's more the idea of what we already do, but doing it optimized. Like we have not been optimizing how we do this. We do it. It's what I talk all the time about getting the job at IGN, right? Where it was like, well, why didn't I get the job in the first 12 attempts and the 13th I got it overnight? Is because I proved I could do it. I didn't have a random clip here and then 6 months later a review and then a year later another review. Like, no, I needed to consistently do it. And we're trying to consistently do that here.
Yeah. I'm incredibly excited. This is one of the most exciting moves in Kinda Funny history from the business perspective, which I care about deeply because the business is what allows us to have the fun and to allow the friendships and the chemistry to be beautiful, right? And I feel like we have so many beautiful relationships here that we share with each other at this desk and with everybody watching or listening. And all of that stuff has to come from somewhere that it is coming with funding. And this is our way of trying to find funding in places that we deserve. This content that we're making should have ads, should have like important presenting sponsors and stuff because we're doing good stuff without letting that stuff get in the way of the content. It's just sponsoring the stuff we're already doing.
Yeah,
you know? Course. And like, I mean, I'm just going to say this. I know that like the brands and stuff aren't watching this. This is for y'all. It's the shows you're watching just with a little thing on the front of the desk that says presented by something. You know what I mean? Incredible value to the advertisers legitimately because y'all engage and y'all are so good about this stuff.
100%.
And also, it's not really going to get in your way.
Yeah, no, this is another vote of confidence in who you are as the Kinda Funny audience, right? I think that's the big part of it. The reason Kinda Funny has been able to do this for 10 years, the way we've been able to do it, to be successful while so many around us have fallen or floundered, is the idea of you. You've heard about this from day one of how you are such a great audience because when we bring in somebody and they work with us, they know they're speaking to you. It's the reason we did the Elder Scrolls Online show, right? Elder Scrolls Online, ZeniMax showed up and was like, yo, your audience is awesome, and we know a lot of them do not play this game. We want to talk to them because they love hearing stories about game development. We think they would like the game if they gave it a shot, and we know you guys are the best at podcasting and interviews. Let's go. And so we went and did a show there that was specific for them and to you that they liked because they knew what they were making it for.
Yeah.
So yeah, this isn't about bringing in some weird sponsor that doesn't know what the hell's going on with us. This is about bringing in the stuff that we think would be cool for you to see and getting better connections and then keeping it all going.
And even just continuing the things we've been doing that free up me and you, Greg, to
Play more games.
be on more streams.
Tim Geddes
like,
does not need to be on more fucking calls in the conference room. Let the
really
man play
don't.
the Switch.
Please. But yeah, very excited for this. It's a huge move that, again, like, this is one of those weird things where we don't want to make this a big deal because it's not a big deal. And
yeah, I think in the pantheon of kind of funny announcements we've come to tell you about, this is the most for 98% of you. A what? Why are they doing? We're excited about it.
Talking about it this much.
This is a big deal for us as a company, as a thing, as ensuring the kids out there, right? And ensuring the brand for another decade. And I think that's something we've talked about in content so many times, right? We understand the landscape we're in. How we've survived the 10 years is the same as always. We wanted to build a stool that had as many legs on it as possible. So there's Patreon, and now there's memberships, and there's merch, and there's Twitch, and there's all these different things. So that, not that they ever would, but if one of them did something incredibly stupid and fucked up that leg, we wouldn't fall over and be done and have to lay everybody off and da-da-da. And this is another version of that, again, knock on wood, owned and operated, self-sustaining. So it isn't the idea that, well, if Patreon suddenly passed the VAT tax onto you like they did that one time and then all hell broke loose and a bunch of people left. Like, this is the idea of, let's get something going that we have more control over, that can be ours, and so we can make sure we're here another 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. Russ is great. We hung out with him. He came here a couple weeks ago, and you got to meet everybody.
Yeah.
We had dinner with him. He's an awesome freaking guy.
Sure is.
And he's going to kick ass, and I'm very excited for that.
And that's why we're excited to announce he's coming to Games Daily permanently, right?
That is an excellent thing to Greg. No.
Thank you.
No, he's not.
Yeah, again, we're partnering with Russ. For this very specific thing. As you know, with Kind of Funny, that doesn't mean there's no plans for him to be a reoccurring character on content. Again, this is something we're going to mention.
He doesn't live here. He's on the East Coast, so that alone is like one thing of like he's not going to be here all the time.
And I've listened to the besties. He's got terrible opinions. So I'm kidding. But no, that's the idea. We want to be clear with you of what we're expecting out of the boundaries. Now, of course, Andy's off on something. Me and Andy are out when this video is airing, right? Like, we're off doing something. If there was a thing where, I'm not saying we wouldn't bring him on as a guest spot, but that's not what this job is. That's not what this role is.
Yeah. By design, it is
100%.
to have him do the things that we can't do so we can be on content more. That
100%.
So,
yeah.
But also not ruling anything out. He's awesome. He's great at doing shows. So not saying we won't do that.
Exactly. But yeah, this is an exciting moment for all of us.
Yeah.
A good future for the company.
Joining us on this crazy journey. 10 years, 10 more.
Hell yeah. If you are one of those brands we're talking about that wants to talk about sponsorships, you want to talk about having your bug on the thing, you want to talk about a stream, you want to talk about whatever, a custom show. Of course, now you can hit us up and get some real answers, a real deck, a real person to talk to over at partnerships@kindoffunny.com. Tim?
Yeah.
I'm on vacation right now, but I know you guys are killing it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited to see what you make today.
It's going to be fun.
Until next time, everybody, it's been our pleasure to serve you.